Okay, if I could bring conversations to a good stopping point. Okay, now that you've had a chance to talk at your group, put down that final score on a scale of 1 to 10. How confident? Have you got it figured out, you know? And then reflect. Has it gotten increasingly clearer or muddy based on what people have pointed out to you, right? Good. Okay. Having done that exercise, kind of in a fun way around that text, now what I want to do is have you go back to the actual essay. So I'm going to go to essay prompt 1, or I mean, if you wanted to do 2, you could. We had you look at 1 earlier. But what we'd like you to do now is not necessarily using this, but now using the other graphic organizer. So you had a chance to kind of ease your way into it around the piece of artwork. Now we're going to have you use this graphic organizer and go through and see how if these components are there. So you're going to go through and identify what is that introduction, what is the thesis or the claim, and then the evidence, the data, and then that warrant, right? That reasoning piece, and then is there a conclusion, right? Because we're being asked to identify the components of the essay, and then whether or not he does a good job of constructing his argument and defending it, and incorporating all those components. So we'd like to have you do that around that actual essay prompt. You'll have to pull it up on your computer, but I'll put it up here as well. But then just fill this grid out, and you can just do this as a table group, and we'll do this just for about 10 minutes to give you a chance to kind of dig into it. But putting this in the hands of students and letting them kind of see this visually and structure this out, how they can pull that evidence, and the more you practice it, the more they get a chance to put it into play. So give you a chance to dive into it. So any questions that you have? All right, go ahead.